Here we are back again to day 3 of the Valorant low rank tournament by Icy Flames. We just saw another strong performance on Haven with Blanex taking the win 13-7 over Yeet. Our next match will be between DuonBlues and Showstoppers on Bind. And this is our first Bind of the day default. What agents do you think we'll see coming out from either side?
Honestly, I think for the agent game, I think definitely these are lower ranks. I would usually expect an Astra, but since we are in a lower rank, kind of silver, gold, maybe bronze, kind of plat, I'm expecting probably an Omen or a Brimstone coming out from either of these sides. I'm definitely gonna be expecting a Jet. These teams should definitely run the Jet, get a good entry in there. And for the Sentinel, I'd have to say Cypher Unbind. So I want to be seeing some Cyphers, some Astras, maybe, and if not, Omens, and definitely some Cyphers and Jets.
Well, let's take a look at the tail of the tape here to see what kind of characters these players do like to lean on. And oh yeah, looks like one of those lineups do on blue. That I bet that would be exactly what they take into this game. It's always good to have your top player be on that Reyna, and that's what we see on both sides, DuonBlues and Showstoppers. Interested to see who's gonna come out on top there. And the Sova. I think having Sova on bind is huge. You can get so much information between the two sites, and especially because they can rotate back and forth so quickly, that information is absolutely huge. Now, as we get into character select screen, talk us through what you're seeing, default.
Because the agents like streaming. There we go. Just like I said, we're going to be seeing a Brimstone. I said I want to see some smokes. We're seeing him. But wait a minute. We're looking over here in the attacker side, and I don't see a smoke. And if Prince doesn't go with Phoenix, then they're not gonna have there we go. So very interesting kind of choice. I guess their smoke player will be a Viper. We're looking over on the defenders. We're looking at an Omen, which is what we want to see. We didn't see we saw a Sage as a Sentinel over on the attacker side. We're looking at a Sage as a Sentinel over on the defender side. A Raze possibly if they lock it, a Viper if they lock it, an Omen if they lock it. And Melo's looking through Sova and Jet and Reyna, and I think he's gonna lock in at Sova, which leaves only one person to be the entry, and that's gonna be Raze.
Yeah, it looks like we might have the single duelists on both sides as the attacking side Showstopper is going to opt for the KO and the Phoenix combo as opposed to running two duelists, which I think is something we might be seeing more and more as time goes on and people start getting used to this new character. And with that, we will be diving into the first round. We have on the defensive side, DuonBlue, the Sova, Omen, Viper, Sage, and Raze. And for the attacking side, Showstoppers of Viper, Sova, Phoenix, KO, and Sage.
And we're loading in to our next game, and here we are. It's kind of what DuonBlue can do here. I mean, they definitely are running the KO. They're running an extremely different lineup than what you would have expected. I mean, for the Sentinels, Wolf Cheese did choose a Sage, but I'm not too sure is the right move on this map. I think you want to have someone who can lock them aside, like a Killjoy or a Cypher. I can lean more towards a Cypher in this kind of situation, but hey, I cannot judge. We have to see, have to find out.
Yeah, we will see as the timer is ticking down 10 seconds until we get our first piece of the action. It looks like we might get it down mid. Jash looks like he wants to take that fight right away, and it's going to be Prince on the other side of this barrier. Oh, here's the steps. Oh, here's the footsteps and decides to run away. Snakebite will buy him a bit more time and allow him to escape back as the bomb is near Hookah and two players on long as well. One wave there from the Viper. I like that. It's going to make him a little more careful pushing in, but Jash in a dangerous spot here, low HP. Both of them trapped in that corner, gonna get spotted out, but Mark is gonna go ahead and take out Ty Kaizen as they try to funnel out of Hookah. The advantage is on the defensive side now, but Divine Wrath, a great position, could sneak in from behind as Mel picks up one more. And Divine Wrath is still available, but the flank is gonna take too long. Oh, maybe not, as there's one, takes off the head of Mark, and now they know. Now it's a 2v2.
One enemy remaining.
Similar on both sides, and the flank is paying off. It is just Mel in that long garden area. Takes out one, but Divine Wrath comes in, making it absolutely worth it. Pushing through that elbow area, catching the defense off guard, and winning that round.
As what a start right there. You can see Divine Wrath leading his team 3-0 through that round. An absolutely insane start here for the attacking side is DuonBlues. I don't know. I mean, they look good. Overall, they look good. You got a total right there of 4 kills. Only 1 man left alive, and that would be wait. Yeah, I got only 1 guy left alive. That'd be Divine Wrath. So he's definitely my kind of man to watch out for. But I'm overall looking out for all these players. You know, that looked pretty even in my first opinion.
That it did, and Mark gonna take a lot of damage earlier on. They're gonna chase him down before that heal can take into effect, and they're gonna push right in, take him out, and start making their way onto the A site. Nice, not gonna quite find anyone out as it did manage to get the Sova actually, excuse me, and he's gonna try to push in, take that control of that U-Haul area as the site is walled off. If they want to push in, defuse the spike, they will need to get in through U-Haul or all the way around the other side, which seems unlikely to me. Now Prince with the Spectre in this close range engagement. He's gonna have a bit of help here from the KO as well. And Mel taking one out, and now no ammo left, but he does manage to finish it off with the classic. Always on top of that truck, but backs off real quick after seeing both those players that are gonna get blocked off by the hot hands of Prince, and Prince is gonna go ahead, run in, completing a 4K to take the second round of this match.
There you go, right off the bat, you can see who the dominant side may possibly just be. But hey, we've seen these past couple of games. So what if you get the early lead? It's not gonna mean you're gonna win it all. As we're currently looking right now, you can see Divine Wraith, they do pretty good. But Prince, he's definitely kind of stepped on that role. They're still gonna go with a bunch of Spectres here. But on the other side here, you can see they're gonna go with Vandals and 1 Phantom and even a Spectre. So call me Mark is gonna be holding on to that Spectre heading into this round.
Still in sight.
And action early and mid as Josh gonna do damage, but escapes that snake bite again to buy some more time. And
Careful now.
it's all gonna back out here. An interesting hot hands by Prince. I bet that covers some cheeky angle on this B site area. Josh again close up on a corner. And I like what the defense has done so far. They've been taking these early fights together and not overcommitting, which is very important. But man, that suppress comes in, silencing all the players from their ability usage, which is huge against the Viper. And looks like they are going to teleport some players over to A. Mark getting chased down here, going to try to wall him off, but it will just barely be in time. He's going to escape, but could get caught off with players running out of showers, and he is Divine Wrath. So quick to get out there and always on top. Going to come in as well. The recon dart giving so much information. The paint shells would come in too. And now Ross has to take over U-Haul control, but won't be able to. Now it is because Tyson left alone on that spike. Gets 1, but isn't good for 2 as Sayabu is going to go ahead and defuse the spike for the first round here for the defensive side.
So the defensive side there in DuonBlues. And what's the team name again? DuonBlues?
DuonBlues, yeah.
DuonBlues, there we go. So DuonBlues here. They definitely got the game under their belt. They're gonna get going now. They finally get that first round win. You know, you can see kind of the leaders of the team right off the bat. You see DV always on top, and you can see Mel. 4-3-1 is Mel, but you can see that also at the same time. Look at the bottom. On the attacking side, they got some guns bought up now. Oh, they have a sheriff over there. But you look at the time with DuonBlues, they don't really have much. A Spectre, a sheriff, and then 2 Phantoms and 2 Vandals and a Phantom. So interested to see how this plays out. Has a wall going to come off by the stage very early on.
And again, take that mid control early, at least get information. But Mel, Divine Wrath right to the other side of the wall. Oh, just barely not making contact with those wall bangs. Gonna dodge the shock dart. Now the owl drone as well. And now the spike comes down to the spray, and Divine Wrath will take it away. Only 2 players left now on the defense as DuonBlues lost a few early and 4 left alive as the spike is planted, and they have a lot of space here. Prince gonna be nearsighted by that paranoia. It gets 1, does not quite get the next, but it is Josh left now in a 1v3. A lot of work in his hands. Gonna get flashed out early by that KO, and Divine Wrath on that flank, holding the other side of the U-Haul area in that land. And now no utility usage available, and he's gonna get caught out from behind Ty Kaizen, hiding right behind that box. Takes him out for a 3rd round here for Showstoppers.
So right there for the attacking side. Once again, they're going to be on the board, make it a 3-1 contest there. And the last time we saw a KO, he didn't do much. This time we see a KO, no kills, just a 5 assists. He is helping out his team. Prince is shown to be the leader of the team here. He's showing that, hey, I'm 7-3-1. I can do some stuff. You can see Divine right. He's like, yeah, I'm 6-2-1. I can do some stuff too. But overall, this has been a really good team play by honestly both sides. DuonBlues is just barely not getting lucky enough. We're looking like a full-out execute here on the B side.
Stealing sight.
Oh, that paranoid is going to be able to blind one, but is taken out by Prince as they are going to start making their way through the hookah area. The Hunter's Fury will come out as well after having that Owl Drone tag, and Mill evens the numbers just like that and gets another 80 damage onto the KO as well. And always on top,
Spike down,
showing us they can pick off those headshot angles. And now a Showstopper of his own, challenge Showstoppers, pushing them back even further, and the attacking side is just kind of trapped here on the wall. Will keep him in hookah as Divine Wrath and Ross are alone now on. Okay, Ross showing us who's boss. Call me Mark. Goes ahead and takes off Divine Wrath, and now it's just Ross left in a 1v3. I mean, it's doable, but it is unlikely here. I mean, we did see a great shot come out of Ross there. Let's see if he's got any more. Still 40 seconds to work with. As he starts walking to the side. Oh, got kind of caught between shooting the utility and shooting the player, and ends up getting taken down by the Rays there as the attack or the defensive side, DuonBlues, put another on the board.
DuonBlues there. That's a perfectly good round. That everything set up. They played it exactly like they needed to play it, and that's how they got out the round. It's pretty simple as that. If you are on bind, it is simple. It isn't like you need to have great retakes. You have to have a great hold. You gotta make sure no one can get on that site, and they do get on that site. I guess you can say the retakes comes in. But on bind, retakes is not really something that can be strong. Retakes is definitely a lot easier in my opinion on bind compared to others. But you never know, because DuonBlues have to keep it going heading into this next round.
And again, Josh, Sheriff now mid, gonna peek out and does a little bit of damage on Ross, but isn't ready for 2 as Nisu takes him out. That KO evening up the numbers back at 4, always on top, gets on top of that box. That Raze is here trying to peek over this Sage wall on the other side, but nothing to see quite yet as the spike is going to rotate back towards the shower area and the attacking team is going to line up around it.
See it now. Kind of go for the rotate over here towards the A side, or the DuonBlues already set up. Raze block gonna go in there, not gonna get anything. Actually, you just get something, but the damage will be done. It's an even 4v4 now, with the recon dart comes out, with the slow dart coming out. Gonna locate 2 players there. Nothing big happening so far, though.
It was so close to that headshot through the wall there, but Mark suppressing that suppressive knife. Ross on such low HP could go down to just a strong gust of wind at this point, and gonna be located and escape through the cloud, always on top, gonna keep spraying through, and the push is coming onto the B site now as the teleporter is taken. Seibu, the Viper, rotating out a little bit. Nice. Smart play to use that. Oh, but Nisu comes to a teleport and takes out the Raze, trying to camp in there a little longer. Only 13 seconds left. If they can drop the spike here, it's going to be huge. They have to clear the whole site. And Seibu does get the kill there on Divine Wrath, who had the spike. And oh my god, they just cleaned up the kills. Great rotation there by the defense to meet the attackers on the B site and close out that round.
Their DuonBlues perfectly played. Like I said, once again, they found out they rotated after they heard the TPs and they saw the Viper smoke come up and did exactly that. Rotated to the other side of the map. They caught them right there. There's nothing they can do over there in the whole new site. And honestly, DuonBlues just played that perfectly, making it now a 3-3 even matchup.
Yep, and Josh again just wants to keep challenging this mid area, but it looks like most of the pressure will be towards the A site as full rifles on the side of Showstoppers are likely going for an execute. Mark gonna go ahead and wall this off pretty quick, always on top, peeking a little bit to buy some time. Let's see if Divine Wrath can get a kill with that Hunter's Fury, but doesn't look like it at this point. Doesn't even get a tag. And does clear out some space, which is huge. But they aren't quite close enough to capitalize on it as Ross takes out Mark, knocked down to low HP, but the kills that matters there is Divine Wrath gets one of his own. And now a 3v5, the defense is on a disadvantage, and we'll see where the attackers end up with this one if they end up going through the teleporter here.
So they're gonna try to figure out what they want to do. Looks like they're gonna go through over on the B side of the map. Sorry. Gonna go to the TP, they're not gonna get him. They will get the Vipers now. It is now a 2v3.
2v4.
Then go over and rotate over to the B side with like 2 players that try and knock down the full team
Standing
forward.
ahead.
This Ricard's going to come in and give a lot of information to people on that side of the site, and Kaizen's going to go ahead and shoot it down pretty quick as they have to go through this wall here if they want to get in, and Divine Wrath is right on the other side, going to play off that flash.
One
The
enemy
KO, well
remaining.
played there, it gets 1, but it is now just Mel in a 1v3. Much to do here, nowhere to get into the site, even as they're trying to spray through that wall. And now a hole's opened up, trying to maybe get a kill before the round ends, but gonna just save that rifle. I think that's a good call here for Mel.
Smart play there, you know. But, ooh, that's actually kind of close. You know, smart play though on the side of the attackers. They did exactly what they needed to do. They took back the kind of momentum from DuonBlues. Said, hey, no, you're not doing anything. Let's take it right back from them. Prince still can stay on top though, but DP always on top and kind of comes to that top spot. You can definitely see Mark, Mel, and always on top are definitely some crucial roles to this DuonBlues side.
Yeah, it's absolutely a close game. Could go either way at this point. Is an interesting buy coming out for the defense. Looks like they probably will have enough money for that next round, but a pair of hero rifles coming out for those
Joke's
top
over!
draggers
You're dead!
on the defensive team, and a Viper's Pit coming out in Hookah, and gonna go ahead and pick that corner and gets the kill right away. Survives the judge with that with his ultimate, and now the advantage to B site has been broken down. There are players here, but they're not gonna be able to hold it as Josh is trying to look back in, takes control, elbow, maybe works his way to site, is always on top. A good kill on these two as they drop out of Hookah. Maybe paint shells coming in. The Viper's Pit of the attacking side is out as well. Gonna obscure vision and control a ton of space around that spike area, but no, Josh takes it down just like that. Managed to get 1, and it is a 3v2 now. The defense, solid retake so far. They have given themselves the advantage, but they have to pick out one more player left alive, and Hookah is Prince, who's gonna spam him down through the wall, through that blaze, and manage to heal up at the same time. Oh man, always on top, is on such low HP, but is behind a not bangable position, and is gonna get the defuse. Prince knocks the head off last second, but the round does go in favor of the defense there. 4-4 now, as DuonBlues are looking solid.
DuonBlues there, really good job. You know, like took the lead back, and then take the lead, then tied it right back up there for a nice little round win. You can see it's pretty much an overall team effort. I think, I think the Omen and Josh can maybe do a little bit better. But other than that, this has been a pretty well-rounded team. They've been working really, really well together. And I feel like they can just carry this on to the next round, and the next round, they can keep on going. But I'm interested to see what they can do once they reach the attacking side in the next half.
Early wall coming out from the defense as they're going to blow right through it. The Showstopper comes out, doesn't find anyone as Mark has already finished off that first kill with that Ares. And yeah, the action will settle down again here for a second as they're looking for anything, trying to get some information off the boom bot. Knows someone's around the other side. Divine Wrath lining up a recon bolt as well. It's gonna always on top, dodges it just barely, but the spike will go ahead and rotate. Oh, actually maybe not. Looks like they might be hanging around A. Got smoked off, but that gives them some time to think about how they want to attack this A bomb site, or if they want to switch over.
Now they're going to rotate by the looks of it over towards B, but once again, the Sage, who was spike gear, come over towards A, but I think the KO and the Soba are going to try and investigate B side and think and try and see if it's open. But obviously they found out it is not. But look at that, everyone rotating off the A site, and just like that, Sage and Viper, little did they know the whole player in A is wide open, but look at that, Sage, boom, picks up Divine Wrath, and down goes the spike, has Mark read it to Josh, and now it's a 5v2, and they have to try and outlive all of this, the Sage and Viper.
Yeah, good effort there on the fake. The defense absolutely bought it, but we'll see what they can do. Trying to lock down this site on a sort of half-buy pseudo save round. If they could win this one, it'd be huge. We're also going to have to come up with a big play here in the land area. Kaizen going to go down. Ross does manage to get 1. Always on top. Ross good for 2 here as he switches over the Ares. 1 more, make it 3. They have half the spike at this point, and he's going to get caught while reloading. Great effort. Was going to need the ace to finish it off. Doesn't quite get it. and Josh will get the kill, and Spike is defused for a 5th round here for the defense.
Oh my god, I couldn't hold it back. I was waiting for the clutch in the second and I couldn't hold back the scream of shock and anger of, oh, he could have just had it, but no. So very close, making it now 5-4 game. As I'm actually excited to see how this one actually might roll out. I mean, these two teams look extremely close.
Yeah, and Bind not being a map that's really favored to either side, it makes this even closer as DuonBlues has kind of got their feet under him, putting 2 rounds together as the Spike is gonna move towards A, and Josh gonna take a challenge early. Ooh, the sprays from both sides not gonna quite work, but good use of that shadow step to get out of that corner and avoid dying to that hot hand. Josh has done a good job of controlling that area without dying early on and at least getting the information for his team. Now, Sabu gonna take contact here against Frost Viper, beat Viper, and the Vandal takes the head off the other. The slow up comes in, and maybe a bit of a problem there, but won't matter as the Spike is gonna bump its way over through the teleporter and start working towards A side. It is just Melon always on top here, trying to lock it down. That wall is gonna fall any second now, and the Blaze comes out to buy them some vision, but always on top, pushing through. Gonna use a boombot here to get some more information, maybe distract the players, but and he does manage to get 1 kill, and that was a Spike drop picked up soon again after that by the Sova. Now they're trapped here in lamps. Josh gonna push in on his own and gets taken out, but Mark was right there. Excuse me, he was not on his own. He had his teammate right beside him. And Nisu gonna use that null command, start pushing in and gets 1 kill, but knocked down. Divine Wrath essentially in 1v1. Tries to work his way over to get the res, but Call Me Mark is ready for it, knows exactly what he wants to do. And now 6 rounds on the board for DuonBlues.
DuonBlues here. They're showing what needs to be done if they want to take over a game. They're having perfect teamwork. They're having perfect retakes. They're having perfect sight holds. They're reading this other team perfectly. There's really no other way you can try and take it away. As DuonBlues is showing how they are the better team at the moment. With 3 round wins in a row, they're gonna take that with them into the rest of this game.
Yeah, they put together a few. They figured out something from this attacker side and how they need to counter it. And again, we will have Josh going for a quick peek here, and yep, decides to get out of there. Doesn't want to get caught off guard as the ultimate will come in out of Prince to run it back, charging its way onto the B site. Gonna gain so much space, maybe catch a player off guard as well as the wall bang by Prince with the Spectre. I love that, using that run it back to gain space and get a kill. But Sabu on the defense, they're ready. They're here to lock it down. The rotate has come in. Now they have been silenced, so utility not available at this point. Is he's gonna have to push just with his gun, and Ross is ready for it, finishes him off. Mark was slow on the site, gonna trap players in, but Mel, great timing of that push, and always on top. Even better, as they knows he has to be. Both those players are trapped in that corner. Finishes off, winning that round with 19
round
HP.
in the half.
There you go, DuonBlues. At first, they look like kind of the struggle team. Like, hey, I don't know if they're gonna do so well, but now they're becoming a dominant team. They're probably becoming some fan favorites. That is now 4 maps in a row, and they might be taking it into a 8-4 game into half before we head into another pistol round. And I'm excited to see if they can continue this kind of outbreak of dominance.
Yeah, we have the Viper Sabu with a judge here in this round, and I expect to see that same hookah play. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use the Viper Spit, that ultimate early on, and just sit in one of these corners, and Josh can get information about 2 players long, knows 2 for sure. There are 3 there, and decides to back off, using that dark cover to buy him some time, delay them a little bit longer. And oh, the ultimate from the Sova could catch him off guard, and does. Divine Wrath giving the advantage early in the round. Absolutely huge. Good work on that Hunter's Fury. Now it is just 1 player left on B. Oh, excuse me, they rotate more over. Now 1 player left on A. As Spike is coming in, Taikaizen with that bomb is working into lamps. They clear that area, but the Spike needs to work its way back down if they want to win this round. I think they should get the Spike down sooner than later. And the Viper's pit, but tagged by the Owl Drone, that could be big if they can spray him through this smoke. But no one gonna quite connect with that. As it is now a 5v4 retake. DuonBlues looking for 1. They even it up 4v4 now, but they do have to deal with that Viper's Pit. So Divine Wrath gonna push into the smoke early, trying to catch the player off guard, but gets caught off guard on their own as Call Me Mark takes off his head. Now Mel with an ultimate does manage
One
to ping
enemy
one
remaining.
and finishes off the Viper, which is huge. Only one player left. It's just Kaizen going for the spray and getting sprayed down through that box. Nothing left to be done there, as it will be an 8-4 half in favor of DuonBlues.
Blues here definitely showing that, hey, we're good on the defender side, but the question is, can a team
Switching
like this
sides.
be dominant on the offensive side? This is where I expect a lot of KO usage to come out. Remember, not KO, sorry, I see a lot of Omen usage to come out on the side of DuonBlues. I'm expecting them to kind of, you know, have the smokes come out in certain areas. Because, you know, for a defender, when you're kind of defending, it's useful, but it's not as useful as when you're attacking. So I'm expecting Josh to have a lot more kind of a role play than what he has been having. But at the moment, DB always on top. He's doing some pretty good job up there. It's good stuff for the team as a Rays, definitely helping out and doing his role.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's always good to have your duelists be hot heading into your attacking half as the timer will count down. It's gonna be a close one here. As Kaiser's gonna go ahead and just wall off Hookah. Doesn't want to deal with it, but the Rays could jump over it if he so pleases. Decides not to. Actually, does not have blast packs available, so can't jump over it if he pleases. Divine Wrath gonna back off into elbow. They're waiting for the Silver Dart to come in. Misses its mark a little bit as it overshoots the site. Now it's gonna be a B play, it looks like, or they're gonna push it out for long as the Viper Seibu is waiting on the A site, waiting to help them push in, and the defense hasn't fully bitten to this B play, and that seems like a good call. So they still have 2 players on the A site to challenge this push. Now a lot rides on the hands of Ross here, not Josh, and that one way is gonna be huge as he picks up
Spike
2.
down A.
Now and maybe even a 30 chance get free, and can he get out of here live? Just disappears into the enemy's toxic screen. Absolutely huge play by Ross to put a good mark onto this round. Now Spike is stuck there. They have to get something done. 2 players left alive for the attackers, 4 still around for the defenses. Mel will get caught out by that Silva recon dart and try to push in quick, but Divine Wrath gets taken out by Seibu, and it's not over yet as there are still 30 seconds on the clock, but the KO. Nisu's gonna flank around the other side. They can maybe catch these players off guard, but the wall's about to drop. They're gonna bring the action straight to the defense. Ross is playing ring around the Rosie and gets one through the smoke in the air. Oh, thought he was gonna get it. Well, a great team play and a good flank by Nisu, and a absolutely awesome performance by Ross.
The KO steals the ace away from Ross. Absolute dominant performance. I was sitting there, I didn't care what the outcome was going to be of that fight. I wanted the outcome to be, actually I did care, because I wanted the outcome to be an ace. But no, it did not in fact happen. But overall, it was a really good gunplay for pistol rounds, actually, for these kind of ranks. I'm excited to see how the rest of this match actually goes, because obviously, it looks like maybe DuonBlues is not as good on the defensive side, you know, attacking side.
Yeah, we will see. It's only 1 round in, but getting these rounds is absolutely huge for the defense. Showstoppers to work their way back into this game, and I do like these one ways from Ross. It's going to make it that much harder for them to push, and Chris pushing out early gets 1, but it's a 3v3 now, low HP on quite a few attacking players, which is particularly deadly against these Spectres. It doesn't take a lot of damage. Yeah, showing us exactly how it's done. Ross showing us why he's the boss, taking down another 3. Maybe could get a 4K, get 1 more, but no, Kaizen gets it, and now we are at 8-6.
Beautiful round there for the defending side. They played everything right. Is DuonBlues once again follows, but one man who's standing out to me right now is definitely Ross. This man has stepped up his game this half. And he with a Spectre, we're almost getting a 4K, almost getting an ace in the pistol round. He's definitely shown to be a dominant force.
Yeah, and I like this too. He's mixing up his position. They're like, okay, we've seen this poison cloud coming out of the showers area. It's scary, and this guy is dominating us there. Now, the guy's dominating, switching over to B, and if they're thinking they want to avoid Ross at all costs, they're not going to quite get it, but it will just be a default out of the attacker. Prince going to spot out 1, but Mel is there and waiting with that band. We're going to take that head clean off. Kaizen going to try to gain some space back towards that showers area.
See now here, you got the recon dart coming in. Nothing, not going to pick up the stage though. This will angle peek, nothing going to get picked up there. You can see, got 2 men kind of sitting towards A shore. You got a Silva by A bath. And 2 by B, but where's the Spike line down here? The Spike we line all the way back at A B link. A link. Really nothing there, but they've got Sage gonna pick up one, and now I'm interested to see how this kind of engagement's gonna go. It's kind of left the spike back there with no one.
Not enough fuel.
Yeah, they're just looking to get the kills at this point, I guess. But no, the Sage will go back and check it out. Ross
Last player
not
standing.
quite get that one. Josh taking him out, and it is just Tykaisen left with that Scavenged Vandal. Bit of a tricky position, can maybe catch him off guard, but yeah, they might be ready for this. We'll see. We'll see if Sabu's gonna check the market area. He does not, and maybe Tykaisen just wants to keep this rifle for the next round.
You know, like, see. Yeah, I think he's probably just gonna save the Vandal there. Gonna go back into the opposing team's spawn. Sit back there, chill. Maybe take a cup of tea, you know. Get refreshed, get for the next round. Maybe get healed back up. But other than that, great round there by the side of the defenders. Finally, a win that they needed. The wins that they needed are getting to them.
Yeah, DuonBlues showing that they're strong on their attacking side too, and always on top. I mean, showing us that they are in fact all the way on top here with 17 and 9. Very strong performance out of that raise, and Tykaisen will manage to keep this rifle as we head into round 16.
See, head into the round 16 now. Let's take a quick look at the leaderboard, or the kill feed board. See the KO, 10 assists. You know, his kills aren't up there, but you know, that 10 assists, that's pretty massive. You know, he's definitely showing he's a team player. He's helping out when needed. Just gotta look at something like that. The Rays, DB on top. DB always on top. 17 and 9. Dominating the leaderboard, and now hope we can keep it up as he gets purchase a Vandal and some heavy shields for this round.
Yeah, and the attacking side, once they plot their way towards A, they do have a Viper wall set up, which will buy them a lot of space when used. Cutting that A site in half with the default once again coming out. They want the defense to give them something. You know, they need a kill to go in their favor, and that's how they want to approach this site. And especially getting some utility out of the defenders early too. That hot hand's already burned, and gonna see what else they can pull out from the defense early. They know the position of Prince here. They decided to just back off. They've done their work on the air area. They pulled a rotate over, but looks like that will go on its way back to the B site as the spike for the attackers goes along with it.
See the race here, gonna try and go from a wall, and his Diviner ass sitting right there. He's gonna hide in that corner. Looks like he probably gonna let his team come out, push on site. Maybe he's gonna throw out a bomb buddy. Boom buddy, no. Maybe. I think he's just gonna wait for the call out from his team, but you can see all four of them right here. I saw down the Diviner app by himself. Recon Dark gonna come out. Nate's gonna come out. Sage's gonna cover him. Down goes one. Down goes two. The Wrath. Three. No.
One enemy remaining.
And now it is just one left. Sabu, the only attacker left alive after that stronghold from Divine Wrath. Does get one. Is going to get suppressed here. No ability usage, and we'll see. Maybe just wants to keep this rifle. Yes, the defense isn't going to push it. They don't want to risk it. They need to keep those guns in their hand and carry them over to the next round, as the defense showing some life as we are now at 9-7.
What around there for both teams, in my opinion. I mean, they played it well, but it was a perfect site take by the side of DuonBlues. They definitely took that site like they needed to do. Wait, my bad. They took the site like they needed to do, but Divine Wrath was definitely a huge part of that kind of factor. Why they did not win that round, picking up some big kills. They came out and kind of took them back over, and that's why they never ended up winning the round. Sorry if I say anything wrong, boys. This has been so much crazy game of Valorant today. Draining you out.
Yeah, lots going on in all of these games, and might have a quicker play this time as the spike is picked up early, and the Hunter's Fury will come out as well. Not quite able to find anyone, but will clear them out of a few positions, allowing them to push on the site. It's always on top, is pushed in now. Will be able to take over Lamp's area if he so pleases. The spike still hasn't made it up short. They're scared to push the rest of the way in, and they're gonna get trapped here maybe, unless they're trying to play it for a B take. If they want to drop the bomb back through the market area and run through TP, as Prince is pushed up through U-Haul, and the toxic screen made it up just in time to allow those players to escape, but just in the last second, Prince has spotted one and knows they're rotating. Looking at the minimap right now, you see everyone just running over to the B side, defense and offensive leg. As Spike will start to make his way in through hookah. Mel gonna lead the way in with the Owl Drone, but it's gonna be a tough fight as there are 3 players in the defense here that they'll have to filter out if they want to get the Spike down in this. Right on the other side of the smoke, right on the other side of the wall is the Viper ultimate, and pushing in quick. It's going to be a Spike trying to go down. Nisu going to try to stop it, and oh my god, they do. They just collapse on him on that B side and take him down from every which angle. Strong retake there by the defense, and impressive stuff by Showstoppers.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful execution there by the side of the Showstoppers. And the Showstoppers, they definitely been kind of a team you want to look out for today. You know, originally they kind of fell, and then DuonBlues kind of took it. But now, guess what? DuonBlues kind of, I guess you could say that's 4 rounds. It's only 1 round out of the 5 so far. So I think at the moment, Showstoppers, they're definitely looking like a fan favorite to make a possible comeback. But it's 9-8. It's too close to say any one of these teams could possibly win at this point.
Yeah, I think DuonBlues needs to take the fight to the attacking or to the defenders a little more aggressively here. They've been doing these kind of slower defaults and a lot of switching around in sites, but maybe what they need is just a harder commitment. And if they want to go B here, they're going to have to deal with Ross's Viper Pit. This is kind of an interesting one where it allows them to watch over the drop from hookah, which is going to be super hard for these attacking players to know. And he'll have a bit of a warning as he'll see that wall go down as well. So now he knows some players are likely to be entering hookah. Divine Wrath watching the long angle for his Viper buddy. Will maybe catch him out, but this Boombot could be trouble if it gets into that Viper smoke. It could locate him, and it does, but he is living. No, he's not living anymore as they take the head off Ross. Divine Wrath goes down as well. Ty Kaizen trying to get a sneaky play in from behind, but isn't going to get it done. Just 3 players left now for the defense, and Nisu going to try to find anyone, trying to find a straggler here, but the flash going to be good. One more for good luck, and now 3 players for the defense. They did drop one, and Call Me Mark gonna drop Prince as he tries to work his way out of elbow. Nisu gonna run and gun his way in, getting a kill there and always on top, but gonna get knocked back down by Mark, picking him off from long. 10 rounds now for the attackers. DuonBlues showing us that they still have it in the second half.
That's right there. That was actually really, really good by DuonBlues. You know, that kind of lowers them down to only 3 games left until they can actually successfully say we're moving on to the next round. That's 3 more games, 3 more rounds. You never know. The side of Showstoppers, they came up once, they came up twice again. Probably again can they come up and secure it and stop the momentum rage of the side of DuonBlues.
Yeah, quick early fight shooting going on as they just spray down that wall right away, melting straight through the ice. Is the suppress gonna come in as well, and Prince pushing all the way down short on that run it back. Not gonna quite catch anyone yet, but one more chance. No, will get knocked down, and it doesn't matter much as that is a ton of information for the defense. They know those players have run towards the B side, and it's gonna be a lot for Divine Wrath to deal with. And I like Ty Kaizen's position here if he doesn't get spotted out by the player pushing up long, but it looks like that will be the case. The Viper's gonna come in there, and he's gonna have to reposition. Showstopper coming in. Oh, and almost surfing it out as Ty Kaizen will get taken out as Divine Wrath trades one back on 4v4 now, and through the wall. Prince going down, and it's gonna be so much damage here, but no, can't quite turn fast enough to get homie Mark. Wow. Oh, he must have gotten a heal off. He should have died to that. Should have been 160 damage, but no, he's still alive with that heal. Counting its way back up is now a 3v3 on the B side, trying to push their way back in. He's forcing it out with that ultimate, but gonna go down to Marcus. Divine Wrath trades it back. 12 HP to his name here as it looks like the opposing Viper, Seibu, is going for a lineup pick, and oh man, in combination with the Poison Cloud, it's gonna be deadly. And yeah, just like that, Divine Wrath is dropped, and Call Me Mark's gonna finish the job. 11 rounds now on the board for the attacking side.
And once again, absolute beauty on this attacking side. I mean, DuonBlues, they had it. They look kind of weak to begin the game. Definitely fixed up their game, and honestly, they're showing the more teamwork here. I think we're not in the same call as them, but I think their communication is at an absolute strong point right now. I think this has been a great team overall. I'm excited to see them keep on going on and keep advancing here. the rest of these rounds. See if they can keep up this momentum.
Yeah, they
Scanning
have
ahead.
shown a great job of adapting early on in this map. You know, they lost, 4 of the first 5 rounds of the second half, and now they are able to break their way back in, putting together 2 in a row and forcing a light buy onto the defensive side. Now Showstoppers gonna have to make something happen with these Spectres if they want to win this round, and they've done a good job as well of rotating and playing as a team, but it seems like DuonBlues has got their number back and knows what they need to push through these sites. But the rotates coming in, 3 players on B here. DuonBlues trying to sneak it in, hoping someone's just going to give him an easy kill. They have a player teleport on site. Josh does manage to get one, and maybe 2 as Seibu finishes up that kill for him as Josh does go down to Nisu, but that site taken over, and Spike will be planted here as Nisu. Tyson on the flank, manages to get all the way into Hookah, tries to push out a little too quick there. Rez coming in, but Nisu's going to find it a good bait, maybe if they can trade him back right away. But no, Prince and Nisu have taken over the site, and again, we do have the Viper for the lineups, but it won't matter. Mel and Mark finish it off, Prince and Nisu going down, and it's now map point for DuonBlues.
Here we go. This is what everyone's been waiting for. It's been a long game, and it's finally coming to an end right here to see if DuonBlues can secure the map over Showstoppers, then knock them out of the tourney. Remember what's on the line right here, in case you guys do not know, this is a $100 tournament. This is silver, gold, and plat 1 ranks, and they're all competing for $100 right now. It is only a best of 1, and right now Showstoppers are on pretty much tournament points, if you want to call it that way. And they have to come out clutch if they want to continue their tournament run.
That they will, and it's going to take 4 rounds in a row here for the defense, and they do have a good buy this round. They could put it together for sure, but it's going to take some work, and they're going to have to find the kills, find the rotations, and I do think, as you mentioned, communication is going to be hugely important, as it always is in this game, and especially on Bind. Being able to communicate exactly what's happening at every site to locate the players is important. When they can move around the map that much quicker than you can with the teleporters. 41 HP now on Ross as the paint shells knock him down. Great use of utility there by Always on Top, and they're plotting their way to the B site, but it looks like Spike might want to move its way back over to A, and there's just 1 player left there. It's just Nisu alone. It looks like he's going for a rotate as well. Always on Top, buying more time and just trying to keep them here, trying to make them think, oh, this is a B play. It's a B play for sure. And it actually might end up being that as they do come back over to the hookah area. Now Spike is following right behind as Mark is going to lead the charge in the battle stage. Going to get spotted out by that recon dart. And 3 kills instantly as they push back onto the B site. And Prince getting 1 as well. It is just Mel left. Won't be able to find anyone as it's a flawless round. And that's exactly what Showstoppers need right now.
Yeah, there we go. Like you said, that's what they need right now. Showstoppers staying alive. They know what's on the line. Pretty much, if you want to put it this way, Showstoppers are staying alive. They're keeping their tournament run on. They're going to keep on pushing. They're going to go right to the very, very end in this game. They're never going to give up, I don't think. This team just looks way too confident in themselves and way too strong to go out so early.
Yeah, they absolutely showed that they can defend so well there, but it is 1 round at a time. That's what they're saying in their Discord right now in their chat. Each round they have to win, and they got to do it back to back, and so they have to keep stringing these together. First one on the board is a good way to start, and they are just defaulting. The attackers are DuonBlues looking for a pick somewhere around the side. Josh can be able to spot ahead, but decides better than to re-peek that as there are 3 players on B. It is Prince and Nisu on A. Just barely getting that boombot down, but Always on Top manages to get the other anchor on the A side, and they could push in here if they find out there's one. There isn't much info, and just barely dodging each other, just barely not getting vision as the rotate is coming in for the defenders now, and the attackers are going to bring the spike in there as well as Prince does manage to pick up one. It is a 4v4, going to go ahead and re-peek off that flash and gets one. The curveball's looking solid from his Tykaisen here for backup as well, and going to res Nisu. Reses him into the hot hands. A little bit of damage done there, but not too bad. And it's just 2 players left for the attacking side, and they're going to try to work their way onto the B side here, Default.
Toxin screen down.
As you can see now, it's a 2v5. I mean, they gotta try to do what they
enemy
do.
remaining.
1v5. No, back off the plant. He gets killed by Ross. 12-10. Overtime may just be in our near sight future. Wow.
Yeah, great hold there. And I mean, the economy looking so good for Showstoppers here. Being able to put together those back-to-back rounds is huge. It's a little bit shakier on the side of DuonBlues. They have 4 rifles, and it's going to have to be a lighter buy onto Josh. And this is a huge round for both teams here. Obviously, the defense, Showstoppers, are trying to stay alive in this game. And DuonBlues, if they lose this one, they're going to have to scramble something together for the next round if they want to prevent overtime. So we'll see what we get as this round is underway.
Now, so we're going to kind of be an option. I'm going to back off of it. You can see Carl Mark. You're going to try and see what he wants to do. Nothing really much. I think it's going to be a kind of a B finish here. There's 2 people over there. Now be a Silva and a Viper. You can see, look over there, KO and Phoenix also going to be kind of doing the flank. You can see Dart going to come out now. The shock Dart. And I don't know if it did any kind of intel damage. I don't think he did.
Yeah, but a ton of space has been taken here and through the teleporter is Prince. He's going to run it back on out of there. The attackers do manage to pick up one as well, but Prince can't escape from the teleporter now as these attackers are stuck in hookah. That open to the raise are getting flanked on from behind, and it's just Josh left. He goes down 12-11 now, and overtime is looking more possible than ever.
So now, here we go. It's all but happening. It's the biggest round of the night. It is a full buy, a full stack squad of the Showstoppers versus the eco kind of messy bot side of DuonBlues to see if they can stay alive and keep on going. It's all coming down to this. You know, this is either overtime or you're eliminated for Showstoppers.
Yeah, they're ready to put up a fight here as well, coming in early. They're going to go ahead and Mark will knock it down right off the bat. It's going to be a new look coming out of the attackers. They want to push into showers, and they haven't done this for a while as they have been doing big rotate plays over to B, but it looks like a big commitment onto the A site as Ultimate's coming out the Showstopper for DuonBlues, but Prince picks him up before he can even shoot it off. And they're locked him down into the showers area. They didn't find anything on the Hunter's Fury as well as, and now they just don't really have a ton of map control. A minute left on the clock for them to figure something out, but the Viper's Pit is on the B site. They'll have a bit of a surprise if they make their way over there, and it's going to be tough for them to deal with overtime. Ooh, overtime might be in the cards for us again, Default.
See now they rotate over. You see the Omen and the Viper are both very, very low. The Viper will get healed up there by the Sage. But I think right over there also the Sage and the side of Showstoppers is also fairly low. But Sage definitely, I think is gonna come off the Viper out. Because he definitely just kind of
30
hinted at
seconds
it.
left.
Viper Pit v Viper Pit is going to be interesting. Josh and Prince just staring at each other through the smoke, have no idea who's on the other side. And oh, Spike is going to get planted, and now Prince will push through and trying to find him, and yeah, does finish it off. And that's Spike down, and Prince picks up 2 there. It's his 3rd on the round. Divine Wrath getting him in with 1 as well. Not a ton of time left to plant the Spike, and it doesn't matter as we will be going to overtime. Showstoppers putting a stop to their offense of DuonBlues and bringing us to OT.
Here we are. It's overtime. The first overtime that me and you have commentated today. The first overtime of the day. And I'm just excited to see how this turns out. It's 12-12. In case you guys are new to Valorant, or this is your first time ever watching Valorant, how overtime works, you have to win 2 rounds on your opponent. So say it ends 13-13, it's another overtime round. If you go 14-12, you win it all. So you pretty much gotta win 2 rounds back to back, 1 on offense, 1 on defense. And well, it's anyone's game. It's 2 rounds. 2 rounds determine your chance at $100.
Snuff them out.
Yeah, and both teams want to stay alive here as the barriers are about to drop. Josh again going for early contact here in mid. Here's the footsteps, and both those players will back out, giving up hookah control early. And Spike is up towards the B area. Now, just a reminder that on the offense now is Showstoppers, and on the defense is DuonBlues. The sides did switch there, and we'll see if they can pick it up. I mean, they have to switch mindsets entirely from where they were just working, and one player will be spotted out. Ty Kaizen is going to throw a slow open in the back of sight to help at least slow him down a little longer, but the timing there might not quite be perfect, as that orb will fade before the rest of the team can push in. Now, Owl Drone spotting out 2 players long, and the rotate starting to come into this B area. Ty Kaizen gonna go ahead and heal, and Recon Bolt getting a ton of information. And are they gonna back out? Yeah, and that Recon Bolt, even though it didn't ping anyone, it will let them know that no one is in hookah anymore. They must be rotating over. We'll see how long it takes DuonBlues to realize that, as the spike is starting to make its way up toward A.
Rotation on hook over free fire shots. Nothing really gonna happen here.
30 seconds left.
And they gonna come in. Oh, how's the angle coming, Mark? No! Ain't gonna get anything on him. DVO's on top, gonna look for something. Oh, so close to getting the Phoenix. The Phoenix is very, very low. See, Kami Mark right there has the perfect angle. I don't know if even over there. Gonna get one. Oh, Top gonna get one. Mark gonna get one more. And it's all down to the KO. And he's far away. And there we go. Just like that. DuonBlue is off to the races. 13 to go. And well, KO just looking for stats at this
Can't
point.
use that.
Yeah, economy doesn't matter here any longer, as all
Switching
players do
sides.
get 5,000 credits at the
Match
start of each
point.
round. And DuonBlues again on map and match point. They win this round, they win the game, and if Showstoppers can pick it up, it will be another round of overtime. And man, it looked like they just got caught out there. Showstoppers couldn't decide exactly what they wanted to do, and ended up running into a stronghold on the A site, as we are into round 26 this game.
I'll be honest. I am so drained out from these other games, but this game right here has got me up and going. I'm excited. I want to see who wins this. I want to see this game through and through. And here we go. I am about to just go off my commentating skills right now.
And it looks like the play coming in through hookah. Quick play onto the B side, is Josh already all the way in here. Cross right on the other side of the wall, but turns away at just the wrong time. And Josh picks him up. That's going to be huge. The site has been taken over. Only 3 players left in defense. 3 players standing between DuonBlues and moving on in this bracket. This is going to have to be a perfect retake if they want to get it done. The timing's going to be huge, but it's only one player left. It's all on to Ty Kaizen to make this thing happen. Gonna force his way into elbow. Does take out one, but won't have that heal up for another 35 seconds. Let's see if what they're gonna do. If they'll push him or if they're just gonna wait him out. He is one hit to any gun at this point. Ooh, can maybe pick up while he's on top. No, not quite. Gonna throw a slow orb down. Gonna prevent them from pushing out a little longer. And call me Mark. Right on the other side of the wall at 25 HP in no time at all. And there it is, 14-12. DuonBlues clutching it out for a big win over Showstoppers.
I was wow. For ELO like this type tournament, this is an absolute treat to be able to sit here and watch. You know, DuonBlues, beauty of a game. They did what they needed to do, and guess what they just did? They secured themselves to the second round and continue their way forward into the $100 final prize. And guess what has happened? The poor Showstoppers are going to sadly fall out of this tournament. You know, good job to them. They gave quite the effort today. They fought through and through and through. You can see, take a quick look at our scoreboard. You can see, always on top, being the top fragger out of everyone, 24-18. Dan, do you have anything to say between these two teams in this wonderful match?
No, not much to say except for congratulations to DuonBlues on that big OT victory. We'll be taking a quick 10-minute break before we get into our 5th match of the day.